We got our hands on a Japanese history textbook, but this isn't an ordinary school book. It's a political weapon disguised as education.
Open it and you will see a version of history that looks very different from what the world recognizes.
An example is Nanjing Massacre. Japanese troops brutally murdered over 300,000 Chinese civilians and unarmed soldiers during their invasion of China in 1937. To the world, this massacre is one of the most infamous war crimes in human history.
But in this textbook, it is reduced to a single line. The Japanese army occupied Nanjing. No massacre, no victims, no responsibility. The same goes for the comfort women. The hundreds of thousands of Asian women forced into military brothels. They are erased entirely. Most schools in Japan refuse to use it, but politically, it has been extremely influential.
So who writes a book like this? Right here. The publisher, Jiyusha, prints textbooks authored by writers from the Society for History Textbook Reform, or Tsukulukai.
Since the late 1990s, this group has campaigned to correct Japan's history by stripping out war crimes and glorifying Japan's wartime actions. But the Tsukulukai is not acting alone. It sits inside a much larger political movement.
At the center of that movement is Nihon Kaigi, Japan's most powerful ultra-right organization, dedicated to overturning what it calls Japan's masochistic view of history and reviving the militarism and the false pride that once set Asia on fire. And here is the crucial part. Many leading politicians in Japan's ruling Liberal Democratic Party are Nihon Kaigi members or allies. Former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was one of Nihon Kaigi's most influential supporters. Current Prime Minister Tsunai Takaichi is also a long-time member aligned with his agenda. This means the group's ideology doesn't just appear in fringe textbooks, it reaches all the way into the Prime Minister's office. You can even see the ideology printed plainly on the textbook itself.
The cover promises to create a proud Japanese, implying Japan's history isn't proud enough. The back of the book asks whether the Pacific War was really an aggressive war, echoing the revisionist claim that Japan was forced into the war, or even liberated Asia, a narrative long condemned by historians across the world. And the red section cites two laws pushed by Abe's conservative bloc. A 2006 education law mandating love of the country, and curriculum guidelines requiring affection for our history. It is not a different interpretation of history. It is a society-wide identity re-engineering project, reshaping how a nation understands its past, justifying how it acts in the present, and preparing public for what it may do in the future.
We see the same pattern at the Yasukuni Shrine. More than 1,000 convicted war criminals, including 14 Class A war criminals from the Tokyo trials, are enshrined there as honor spirits. These were the political and military architects of Japan's invasions, the men who ordered mass killings from Nanjing to Southeast Asia.
Yet, despite international outrage, Japanese politicians continue to bow there, including Tsunai Takaichi. She visits the Yasukuni Shrine repeatedly before becoming Prime Minister.
Historical denial is already shaping Japan's present behavior. Prime Minister Tsunai Takaichi has openly threatened military action regarding China's sovereignty over Taiwan. The Japanese military recklessly provokes China at sea.
A country that refuses to confront its past while escalating confrontation in the present gives the world every reason and every responsibility to stay vigilant.
If atrocities can be reframed as liberation, if invasion can be repackaged as love of the country, if provocation can be dismissed as if nothing happened, then how far away from seeing the same logic used to justify the next round of war crimes?